Today I'd like to share an exercise with you that I call rehearsing with the heart. This is similar to something that many of you have probably heard of, especially with the Olympics having just recently happened. It's called visualization when athletes do it or other people do it in terms of physical activities. It's when that skier visualizes themselves perfectly and effortlessly going through their course like they've done it a million times before. They see themselves strong, confident, and victorious, right? Coming out with the gold medal. They're finding nowadays that this visualization is extremely helpful, and in fact is kind of what's giving some of these athletes a cutting edge over those who are training hard, they're doing everything right, eating right, yet those that are visualizing are really coming out ahead. The other day, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we started talking about letting go, releasing, trying to free ourselves of some of the fears that we might have in life. And I said, well, how do you do that? I said, I understand from a mental perspective, from a logical perspective, that I want to do this and how I could do this. But how do you make yourself feel it in your heart? And they said to me, well, I just imagine. And then it struck me, why don't I rehearse these things with my heart? Just the way that an athlete rehearses in their head with visualization, why don't I use visualization for various different things in my emotional life, in my spiritual life, where I'm struggling to be a better person? Why don't I, in a sense, practice them, rehearse them with my heart? And so I went on this quest to try to experience what might that be like. And it's really fun. And I think it gives us a sense of actually doing something. I don't know about you, but I, as a human being, am very action-oriented. I want to fix my problems. I want to do things to make myself a better person. Well, okay, that's not all the time. Sometimes I feel lazy and I just want to lounge around and, eat chocolate and read to my kids on the couch. But in general, in my self-evolution, I'm constantly wanting action. And when I run across something that I don't know how to do, I often feel kind of confused or frustrated even because I don't know how to do what it is I want to do. So I think that this exercise is useful in that it gives you action and it helps you practice. So it's useful for all kinds of things. Imagine that you do want to let go of something that you're afraid of, or you're just overall fearful in your life. I know that's a place I struggle a lot for myself. And so what I do is in the morning, before everyone's woken up and I'm just in a peaceful state, or maybe before I fall asleep at night, I will close my eyes and I will visualize myself giving up the thing that I'm afraid to let go of, or encountering the thing that I'm fearful of, and I see it going, as the Olympic athletes do, I see it going smoothly. I feel the feelings of release and freedom, and even if I don't truly feel it, I imagine that I do, and I just imagine it over and over again. I see myself letting go of controlling my children so much, letting them go, giving them up to the world that they're in and letting them be their own people. And I'm here as a guide and as someone who gets to witness all of the things that they get to experience. I get to learn from them as they learn from me. And there's a lot of places this can happen. For me recently, we were going to have some trees cut down on the road out here. Some beautiful, big, old growth, white pines and things that really hurt my heart. And one of the people who was part of that decision-making process was someone that I was struggling to understand because I felt as though they were a nature lover, that they of all people would understand why this was pointless, and yet they were choosing to make a different decision. And so for a number of days, this was chewing at me, and I was feeling frustrated with them and sending them kind of negative energy. And all of a sudden I thought, wait, I don't know how to change my feelings about this person, but I'm just going to pretend. I'm going to send this person love, and I'm going to send this person positive energy. I'm going to wish well for them, because I don't want this negative energy to come into my life and be eating me up. And I don't want to have negative energy towards another person. And so that was a place where I practiced. And you can try that with people in your own life. As I mentioned, a spouse, a sibling, a friend, a coworker, and just try for a while. Another place this works great is right in the moment. You're going down storytelling lane. Oh gosh, I have to tell my boss that I'm going to change jobs. What if they say this, and then they're upset with me, and you can stop. And you can say, oh, I'm going down the road. I'm just going to rehearse with my heart. I see all going well. I see myself remaining open. Even if the other person doesn't react the way that I wish they would, I see myself, I see my heart remaining flexible. I see my higher self stepping up and just holding me there and supporting me. Another place this works is with our emotions, with anger or sadness. Emotions we don't know what to do with, that are intense. My older daughter, Mirabelle, whom some of you have met, sometimes she gets into emotions that she's struggling with, and she says, Mom, I know I can get out of these, but it feels like I can't, and it feels like when I'm in them, I just don't know how. And I think that rehearsing with the heart is a great way to start that transformation inside, to allow yourself for a moment this ability to see that it could be different, just to pretend, just to imagine, and slowly open to that idea. When you find one of these emotions coming upon you, or you suddenly notice, oh, I'm stuck in this sad state, or I'm distressed or frustrated, you can take a moment, you can stop right in where you are, and you can rehearse with your heart feeling differently. Even if you don't end up feeling differently in that moment or in the future, just the practice is going to open some channels there. You can visualize yourself taking the action that you feel is right in your heart. Not reacting from that angry place, but doing the thing that you feel is right for the situation. Even if it's after the fact, you can imagine yourself practicing responding in those ways, or going back and apologizing to someone. And this isn't about rehashing a situation and how could I have done better and making yourself feel bad about it. It's simply visualizing yourself in your highest, best state, choosing what you felt would be the right thing, what would feel good to your heart. Telling someone that you love them, that you maybe have never said that to before, or you haven't spoken to in a long time, or you've had negative words with in the past. Seeing yourself responding lovingly to your child instead of being frustrated. Practicing noticing yourself being thoughtful of other people. Whatever it is that you want to work on. Seeing yourself happy and joyful, surrounded by people that you love and who fill you up. Seeing yourself content and peaceful and calm in nature. Visualize it with your heart, in your mind, and as you're doing this, see if you can smile to yourself a little knowing smile, a little higher wisdom smile, right? With your heart, smiling with your heart, feeling it welling up a little inside as you breathe in and you breathe out, and you picture and you rehearse with your heart the way that you would like to be. Let me know if you have ways that you practice something like this. Let me know if you try this, what you think of it. Thank you so much.